Hey guys, my name is Siren, and this is episode 4 of my Create series. In the last episode, we got a few things done. We got steam boiler put in the basement, so got more power. I helped Bean and JC out with a creeper farm, and then we just sort of hung out here a little bit. And yeah, I guess that was about it. Uh, since then, I have actually gotten a lot done. Let me show you around a little bit. All right, so you've seen this. This is my storage room. I got a lot more things in here now. And if we go downstairs, there's a lot of stuff down here now too. It's all still unorganized, but I have been working on a big project. So I got some things set up just to make my life a little easier. Got all my raw materials and ores and stuff down here that I can run through the crushing wheel to get XP. Basically, not a whole lot has changed here, but it's just a little bit of quality of life changes here. But if we go outside, that's where the big changes are. And even bigger changes to come. So we go out my front door, you can see right away, this is all different from what it was last time. I have these roads put in here. I have this little wall with this archway. And this area here is going to be a park. Think like early 20th century type of city park. Lots of, some trees and foliage, different benches, some paths you can walk around. This will probably not be the path that I use. I'll probably go with a different style. That's yet to be seen. I started tearing this hill down here, so it's going to be a little bit more open access to the village and my server mates. And this area over here has been leveled down and cleared out. And where the bees are, that's going to be another project coming up in a future episode. But today, we're going to come over here. And I started working on a design for a building that I want to put here. It's going to be a factory. With Create Mod, there are a lot of things that you can do with cobblestone. So this factory is going to basically make everything that you can make out of cobblestone. That's the plan. But first we have to get it built. I spent 2 days in creative mode and 3 days collecting resources. I streamed all of that, and I have a second channel now. Go check it out. It's there's a link on my home screen, and I might see if I can get that to come up here too. And go check that out. Those are the streams for all of the resource gathering that went into this build that you're about to see. So I also streamed the what I did in creative, but I had music playing in the background, and I can't put those VODs on YouTube. So yeah. But yeah, I have I did it all over the course of a weekend, and then a few days into the week, and I have everything I need now. I'm ready to go. I have all the resources, and they are right over there in that vault. So everything that I need for this factory is in this vault. And it is a lot of stuff. So, dirt, grass blocks, not worry about that stuff. But all of the rest of this, everything you see here, you can go back and watch the VODs from my streams, and you will see that I had to collect all of the resources for all of this stuff. All these copycat panels, they're all made with zinc, and zinc is not that easy to come by. So I did a lot of mining, hours and hours and hours of resource gathering. And if you want to, you can watch it all. I will be. I'm actually going to be streaming the time lapse that you're about to see. So I will be doing that basically right after I finish recording this little piece. And if you guys, were fortunate enough to catch that stream, that's awesome. If not, then you're going to see the time lapse here, and it will all be brand new to you. So yeah, I need to go grab some gunpowder, and then we will get this thing going. All right, guys. So I got the gunpowder over here in this box. I just got to put it in the cannon and get this thing going. So we're going to put this in here. All right, it's fully loaded. Make sure that we are set to replace solid with empty. So if there's an air block in the schematic, it will knock any solid block out. We want to skip any missing blocks and protect block entities. I'm not actually worried about that too much. There aren't any chests or anything sitting over there in the build area, so that'll be fine to be on or off. So we'll just leave it on. All right, so that's everything. And I'm ready to get this thing started. Let's go. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse. I'll catch you on the other side. All right, guys, there we go. We have our factory building, and it is huge. I thought my house was big. This is a bit bigger. So I guess now it's time to get all the machines put in, but that's gonna wait for another episode. What we're gonna finish up with today is, well, getting that little mess cleaned up over there and working on that bridge that I started. Let's go over and take a look at that. Use our little crosswalks here. So, started this bridge, and obviously that is not how it's going to look when it's all finished. That's just getting the shape. And it is going to use cobblestone, but I'm going to try to darken it up a bit. I think I might throw in some of that cobbled stone or see what else I might be able to use from tough or maybe even deep slate and push it back a little bit, make it a little darker. That is definitely still a work in progress, and I think I might finish that up on this episode. So, show you around inside. There's not much to show just yet, except a whole lot of space to work with. So, in here, I'm going to be building machines to make everything from cobblestone. So that's going to start with cobblestone generators. Okay, so next episode, we're going to start putting machines in here. And it's going to take a lot of machines to make everything that we can possibly make out of cobblestone. A lot. That's why I have so much space in here. And I'm already working out how I'm going to, do all of this. I've already worked out the designs for a couple machines, and a way of getting things moved around through the factory very efficiently using the extended drawers mod. So I hope you guys, come back, check out more videos, and see how I make as many things as I can make from cobblestone using Create Mod. And there's a lot more than I even thought there was. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's my plan for this building. Moving forward, we're going to try to keep making as many different things from Create as we can. And this is just the start. And since there are so many things you can make from cobblestone, I figured it deserved a nice big factory building. All right, so let's see if we can get something done with that bridge. I worked on this a little bit. I got the rough shape laid out while the factory was getting built during stream, and then I came back and tunneled it out a little bit more, made it deeper, filled out all the blocks here to get the whole shape the whole way back. Did all that off camera, but I wanted to get something that looked a little nicer. It's still going to be tied in with the factory because, cobblestone is the lifeblood of the factory. So cobblestone is part of the design for the lower level. And I wanted to kind of tie in with that and still give that cobblestone feel. I just don't want it to all be cobblestone. So I went back into creative, worked out a texturing design, got something I liked. And I haven't really worked with gradients or texturing too much, so a bit of a first attempt here. Got a design I liked, brought it back over, got my schematic cannon all set up, did the resource gathering on stream, and this is how it turned out. So I went with just some texturing along the front here. I wanted to kind of keep a lot of the cobblestone feel, but give it some shadow. So I'm still going to have to work things out here, blend this in here and over along that wall too. But yeah, I just used some of the cobbled stone and some deep slate, some tough, some regular stone, and just kind of gave it a little bit of a texture and a gradient back into the back to make it darker as it goes back in. So we come down here and take a look at this. It gives the effect that light is sort of coming down in from this direction, shining back into the tunnel a bit on that side, on the far side, but the near side, I'm still not entirely sure that I did this exactly the way I would like to do it, but the near side is dark coming all the way up. The one issue I have, just knock some of this down so we can see. One issue I have with this is that I'd rather have that be dark all the way up to the edge, and the light that would shine in would probably not hit as much on the top. So maybe I want to bring that a little further forward. But that wall over there, I like the way that came out, and that it's even darker below the water line than it is above. And I'm not sure if that hard line is really the way to go with that. I might change that up a little bit and maybe find a different way to do that. But there you can kind of see how I have that gradient worked in there. And I for my first attempt, I think it's not bad. Do I think it could be done better? Do I think other people might do a better job at this? Absolutely. But this is what I came up with. This is what I was able to get worked out. And, I think for this purpose, for just having this this bridge or this canal tunnel type thing, however you want to think of it, with the water going back in under the factory, I think that kind of works. I think that kind of gives the effect that I wanted to go for. So yeah, that's what I have. Like I said, I just want to finish texturing this out a little bit more. I don't have any of those blocks on me right now. So I'm going to grab some of those blocks. I'm going to finish this out a little bit better. But I think that'll be off camera. I'll get the rest of that there and that back there done between now and next episode. And speaking of next episode, I am so excited to get started on this factory, start getting machines put in here, get more power brought in. I have a plan for that. I want to build a larger steam boiler than what I have in the basement of the house to provide all the power that's going to be needed for all the machines, and that's going to be fed from an infinite lava source. I've been working on getting that ready, and I can't wait to show you guys all of the things that I want to have done. I want to start getting some things prepped between now and next episode, and yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun making things out of cobblestone. I know that doesn't sound like much of anything, but believe me, there's a lot more to it than you would believe. I was amazed to find out how many things Create allows you to produce just from cobblestone without having to add anything else into the process. So it's just all the things that you can make from cobblestone. It's mind-boggling. But yeah, we're gonna get to that in the next episode, and I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I know I keep saying that. I'm talking in circles. I think it's time to wrap this up. So if you liked what you saw, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell, whatever, all those things. Do all the things. That way you won't miss a single Siren episode. You guys have been great. Thanks for coming and checking this out. Thanks for hanging out with me on stream. If you haven't caught one of my streams yet, go over to Twitch, hit the follow button, and you'll get notified when I go live. I always post my VODs within usually the same day. Sometimes I hold off, especially if it's something that might have some spoilers. And then I try to get them over onto my second channel. And go over there, check that out, subscribe, get all the notifications. If you don't want to deal with Twitch, or even if you do and you just want to, subscribe to this and follow there, that's great. I'm not going to stop you. All right. So until next time, goodbye.